recently I had a sex dream about a river demon.
Oh, what happened in the dream?
Fucked it.
Okay. In a river?
Near a river. It came out of the river and then it went back in.
And then it went back out again.
Playing the starter set. This is the first of 3 streams we're going to play over the next 3 weeks. So far, you've fought some zombies. Discovered that there is an incursion of zombies creeping up the coast of Stormwreck Isle at Dragon's Rest, where you'll be staying for a while. One-time familial home of your character, Hing. Somewhere that perhaps Mr. Pizza wants to go to forget. Perhaps someone.
Do I have 9 hit points?
Yeah, level 1.
Here we go.
Yeah. So it's a
Level
low.
1.
These are low-level characters. They could
Very
die.
deadable.
No!
Very deadable is right.
No!
So, yeah, with a little bit of healthy trepidation about any combat, because you were pretty blasé about fighting those zombies.
Yeah, you wanted to kiss that zombie, didn't
I
you?
didn't know where I only had 9!
You've only got 9.
Oh, that's so few!
Yeah.
Oh.
Instant death kicks in real easy. And
Yes.
I don't want to have to draw another character, so please stay on.
Okay, I like my character.
Do
I
you
like
know what
Pizza
the
Pizza.
5th character is? This next sheet, the shameful sheet.
it's a mystery character.
Ooh, not even Simon knows, and he knows all.
Maybe, we'll
I think it's a talking dog.
Now, you have been summoned to go and talk to the gardener, Tarak, who wanted to speak to you. Tarak is someone that you've been spending evenings with. He's shared you his homemade mushroom beer and some other little narcotics and things that he makes. He's a good time. And
Grief.
while you guys have gone to, I want to say, some kind of games room / Chinese restaurant where you're having a wonderful time, and we start with
Best part of the meat and the duck is the thigh.
and we start with you too.
Succulent Chinese meal.
So you head down. Cut into the cliffside underneath the monastery proper are a bunch of sort of cloistered cells, and one of them you know that Tarak stays in, which has easy access to the gardens below. And you see he's sitting outside his cell on a little bench that he's carved himself out of wood, and he's at the moment sorting what looks like potato and food scraps into big compost bags. He looks up at you.
Oh,
No, I mean,
after you.
Tarak, how are you, my friend?
Well, you've only gone and bloody found a friend.
Yeah, I know, he's very good. He's very nice. He saved me from a zombie.
A zombie, you say?
Yeah.
And he saved me from a zombie. And you look like the kind of man who's sitting on a bench he's carved himself. Would I be right? Would I be right?
Am I in the presence of a fellow cruciform carving expert?
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to give myself
none of that. Let me
title.
see the hands. Let me see the calluses.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that's the fucking stuff. Look at that. What do you carve, son?
Mostly people's heads off their shoulders.
Oh.
I joke. I don't do that anymore. I'm a man of the. Well, I used to be in the service, but I like
We've
to.
all done things we regret.
Well, I don't regret it.
Oh, okay. Well,
But it was a just cause.
all right.
Anyway, I feel like we've gone down a.
Well, thank you for. Nice to meet you, and I'm glad to see that you went at pains to justify the war that you fought in.
No. I walked away from the war.
Okay, let's stop talking about the war.
Well, you brought it up. No,
I
brought it up.
didn't.
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
did not bring it up.
Anyway, I do like to do a little bit of masonry, like carving with stone and stuff. Wood isn't really my thing, but yes. Oh, good night.
Okay, well, I thought I liked you, and now I'm not sure, but I might.
Well, what could I do to win back your trust?
Well, I tell you what, you're here as well. I need your help.
It's nice when friends get along with friends, you know? Like I just
You vouch for him with your life.
You know what? Yes. We're almost at the catchphrase.
Okay.
What do you want?
The truth is, I asked Runara because I need your help. You know that the mushroom beer and some of my other projects I've been making out of heart cap mushrooms. I can usually grow them up in the north. There's a myconid colony up there that trade with me.
Of course.
They've stopped trading. I need someone to go and find out what's happening because I worry about the little buggers.
The mushrooms or the big
The mushroom, myconids, man. You know, 4 foot tall mushroom people. They kind of look like Toad in Mario.
I've just had to ask this because I've ingested a lot of the mushrooms, but
We don't eat them. We don't eat the sentient ones.
Very good.
No. Now you say it. They are mushrooms that sell mushrooms to meat it.
Yeah.
I don't think we.
And when I eat those mushrooms, I see other mushrooms talking to me, and I'm not sure whether those.
That is going to keep me up at night. No, I think we eat I don't think we eat the sentient ones.
Tarek, I'd love to help you,
Yeah.
and I will help you. It's just a bit hard. It's a bit skint,
No,
working.
I
I'm just
understand.
wondering if maybe we go.
No, I understand poverty. I get it.
Yeah.
We're all poor, but through our work, Runara makes us rich.
Yes,
You understand?
Of course.
I make the beer. You find the mushrooms. You talk about war crimes. I don't know you two. And I mean, two figures of walking down the corridor with a bowl of noodle,
Yeah, I've got one.
and you're just eating a whole duck.
Whole duck. And that was when the second dragon hit the palace.
Oh wow!
And that was how my family came to lose this island.
So you said dragons 9/11's the island?
Well, it was...
Was that what you're saying?
You know, there was a third dragon heading for another building.
Oh, here we go. That was no more dragons. Okay.
There was
It
a
only
third
two
dragon.
dragons.
The thing is, in this universe, Mark Wahlberg was on that dragon. He sorted them out with his big forearms.
Actually, a Dragon's Rest, by the way, is built on the ruins of what was once Chrysler Mansion, Chrysler Castle, actually. So this whole cliff-top place was once your family home, although it is drastically different. But anyway, he says, "These your friends as well?"
I like the little one maybe, and the other one's a bit of a brick.
Wasn't
Looks up with a mouthful of chicken.
It's duck, actually. What, you want to eat some of this duck?
Not really. Want to go on an adventure? There's some mushroom people.
Oh, right.
Mr. Pizza's eyes get as big as plates.
Do you think we could get a taste of the merchandise?
What you want to be paid?
Well, I'm kind of on a...
Come to Dragon's Rest and you want to be paid.
Oh, how dare you!
Oh, I don't want to be paid.
that's
but
disgusting.
I believe strongly in the images in dreams. And I had a dream recently where a river god had sex with me.
I was a demon. Sorry, go on.
I mean, mine was god, but anyway. So anything that can promote dreams and visions is something that I'm very interested in. So I only
What
ask
you
of it.
should do, if you don't mind me saying, is eat a lot of cheese before you go to bed, and then wrap yourself in one too many blankets.
You'll be fucked by all manner of demons.
You'll be strung out on what they call a waterboard. But each time a new demon comes, he'll put his fat cock in your mouth.
Stop it! Come on! I know you can't make these jokes on your tawdry daytime drive time radio show. Doesn't mean you can come here and sully this good, honest Dungeons and Dragons game.
It's just everything that he's bottled up. He's pulling the fucking plug out of his gutter. Ugh.
Persuasion check for me, please. Thank you.
That's a...
You're the one who fucked a river demon.
I didn't fuck a river demon. The river demon fucked me.
11.
11. He looks at you and goes, "Well, I don't like to send a fellow carver or a mason or a maker anyway. You should join, by the way. We have a wonderful maker's workshop out in the back.
Have you got a 3D printer?
We've got several. We've got a resin printer. We've got a CNC mill.
You're fucking kidding me.
We got a good CNC mill, yeah.
Oh,
How do you think I made this fucking bench?
Oh. That must have taken hours and hours and hours.
Getting a little bit bored here.
Yeah, tell you what. And he gives you a... he takes out from inside his clothes, he pulls his robe aside and he pulls out a little pouch that's on a string and he gives it to you. And he goes, "You can make all sorts of stuff with those mushrooms. You take a bite of that, for an hour, you can breathe underwater. It's only enough for a bite, mind.
All right, thank you very much.
No worries. Make a perception check for me if you want.
12 plus perception, 13.
All right. As he flashes his robe down, you see for a second.
The swollenness. Testicle.
You see around his neck.
2 vampire bites?
No, 2 vampire bites.
Oh, sorry, 2.
Like 2 vampires. Oh no! I think one vampire turned him into a vampire, and the other vampire turned him into a werewolf.
The two vampires were Lady and the Tramping this guy, sucking him from each side.
Sucking him from each side.
Like the
I
noodle.
had a dream of that last night.
Did you?
That's great stuff.
No, you see that he has an old faded tattoo of what it looks like a hangman's noose around his neck. It's old. It looks like it was done a long time ago, and it almost looks like he sort of tried to get rid of it. But you can still see the pattern on it.
You don't know much about tattoos, do you, Dave?
Yeah,
Well,
he
this
got soap and he was trying to scrub it all.
Why did I fucking do this?
No, he's
Turok,
trying to draw it into a necktie.
Turok, might I ask you something?
No, well, you yeah.
Do you ever go to the onsen bathing pools on the other side of the
You're at the same
aisle?
angle actually, so you can make the check as well if you
Oh,
want.
okay. 13.
So you see it, but
Oh, what's my perception? +2.
so you
15.
see it as well. And before he talks, if you want, you do recognize what it is, which is it's this. It's this.
You were gonna make me guess. I got so panicked.
No. It's the tattoo of a group called the Gilded Gallows, and they are a thieves guild. Not the thieves guild from Waterdeep, which is where you come from. Thieves guild from Etrusca, an Etruscan thieves guild, but a very, very famous one. All of the initiates of this thieves guild have to take this tattoo.
Okay.
And if it's found on them, they're executed. It's very,
Okay.
very underground.
Okay, cool. So he starts talking.
You allow me to talk? You can talk. Because
You can
No,
start,
you start
talking.
talking.
Do you ever go to the... Excuse my friend, Mr. Pizza here. He appears to be, shitting in his mouth. Is that right, Mr.
I
Pizza?
think I'm choking on something.
Maybe it's that giant noodle you keep carrying around.
Why do I keep eating this?
Let me pull it out.
And then
Yeah.
Bing begins to pull the noodle out of Mr. Pizza's mouth like a magician pulling sleeves from scarves from a sleeve.
A tapeworm exiting a dead body.
Very good. I don't know which analogy I like more than dead tapeworm or the magician.
And then just kind of while you're doing that, we're sort of
Magician going
it's
with a
distracted,
tapeworm.
and I just go like,
Oh, excuse me.
What did you say? What were you asking?
I was asking you about good restaurants in the area. My birthday's coming up.
And I didn't like my noodle.
I've been to the Chinese vending machine.
Is that how you're going to say it?
I don't like the food. I don't trust the people either. If I'm honest.
All right, 30 minutes later, and you're on your way to your adventure, Wetwall. The rest of you can come or not if you want. I assume you're all going?
I've come with.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
so let's just do a quick...
I'm gonna go back to the games room.
We'll segue past that racist diet. How are you going to get there?
The thing about Xi Jinping.
Are we doing a map or anything? Did
Well-
old mate give us a...
Yeah, he gave you a map. He indicated it's to the north of the island. It's on the coast, and if you want, Tarek has a rowboat that you can borrow. You can sort of make your way inland. Sort of depending on what your approach you want to make.
Which is the quickest way.
Yeah.
Definitely by boat.
Alright.
What do you think, guys? Maybe time to vote.
I think time to vote.
What's the other option?
Maybe through... I mean, I'm not averse to a little bit of woodland frolicking.
Maybe that would give us a chance to get a lay of the land a little bit, a bit of an explore. Do you know these areas very well? From your boyhood or...
We used to
adolescence?
come here and visit my grandparents, but often they just want to talk about the past.
So you've never been outside on the island?
I'd say, hey, can I go climb that hill over there? And then say, no. Come here and listen to a story about a hoop and a stick.
And you never forgot that story about the hoop and the stick?
Well, I don't like to talk about it very much, but the hoop and the stick is a classic hoop meets stick tale.
Why didn't you tell us walking? Why didn't we get some fresh air, walk across them, and avoid any sea zombies?
All right, great. So you're
Now
gonna...
the hoop was fastidiously neat, while the stick was as messy as Chinese, man.
Is your character racist?
No, he just doesn't know what a Chinese.
He doesn't know what Chinese means.
So you head out to the north towards the Secret Caves, and you decide to go by land, and you all talk. You get told many, many interesting stories about sticks and hoops, and your journey passes uneventfully, and soon as the sun is starting to set, evening is upon us, you find yourself at Secret Caves. You had a question?
Oh, no, but it was a very basic
go on.
stupid dungeon.
It's a
I just
starter
wonder,
set.
Which one's my sneaky stat?
Stealth.
Yeah, that'd be it. Oh, good. I'm going to colour it in.
That's actually...
Why does some of my skills have cha written next to them?
That's just charisma, intelligence.
Oh, okay.
It just tells you basically what stat it's based off.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Why don't we all go around the group and say what our favorite woodland creature is? Mr. Pizza, do you have a preferred animal that lives here in the woodlands?
I love the pig.
The wild pig.
A wonderful pig. A pot-bellied pig. A big pig. A babe pig.
Oh, you
I
mean
like
like
pig.
from Babe, the movie?
Babe the scroll that we used to read as
You know,
children.
One scroll and it was about a pig
It
called
was about
Babe.
a pig called Babe. I love the pig.
I used to read all of those books because they were all based on a series of books
Oh,
about
were they?
animals.
Oh, really?
There's one called
You used to read that scroll.
There's one called Daggy Dogfoot, which is about a piglet that's born with dog feet instead of hooves. And the weird thing is, it's like
Sounds to me like the pig fucked a dog.
the secret power of this pig with dog feet at the front feet is that it can swim. Because his name was Dick King-Smith was the name of the author. Don't laugh. That a pig can't swim because its trotters, its front hooves are too.
They don't have like.
no
Well,
one
no,
told the
because they're
pig.
too sharp. It would slice open its own neck, and so that's why pig can't swim.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that's either not true, and I've carried that with me my whole life.
That seems
Since the age of 8.
crazy.
Is that an element that is like explored in the book?
Well, it's just like normal pigs can't swim, but this one can, and also he fights a big pike, which is a scary fish.
Oh.
Yeah, they are the scariest.
Anyway.
Is that Thomas the Tank Engine where when they brick?
We're not doing Thomas the Tank Engine.
No,
again.
no, we don't have.
Oh yeah, you can go on.
No, I was just going to say there's an episode of Thomas the Tank Engine where there's this engine that's like a prick that doesn't run properly, and they just brick him up in a
Yeah,
tunnel and
yeah.
leave him there
They
to die.
cast Montedello him. Yeah, it's
so
Gordon.
good.
Yeah, that's
fucked.
they immure
It's Gordon?
him. They,
But Gordon comes back.
Or maybe it's Percy.
No, it's not Percy.
It's Gordon. I'm
It
pretty sure it's
can't be.
Gordon.
It's not Percy.
They brick up Gordon for being a bad train
Yeah.
until he learns his lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about my auntie used to
Brick me
on long road trips? My auntie used to do this thing where she would make up Thomas the Tank Engine stories and like improvise them for us kids, but they were all about the trains fucking each other.
Just
Did I
fan
tell you about
fiction.
this?
It was erotic fan
She
fiction.
kept being like, Thomas turns up with a dour expression, and the fat controller said, "Get back to your shunting in the shed." He went to the shed and he shunted Percy as hard as he could. It's really fucked.
Was she doing it to be funny, or was she?
Yeah, and we loved it. Like, it was really funny, but we were like 10.
That's a good voice. Why don't you ever do that voice for a character?
Fuck, I should have fucking done that. God damn it.
All right.
You should build something into your character. Like, if we kick Hing in the dick, I'm pretty sure that his voice changes.
Yeah. I think it'll be that. Oh,
You drink a whiskey and you talk like that. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So it's, as I said, the sun is setting, and it also means that as the day's getting older, the tides are growing higher, and as you get to the tip of the stairs leading down towards where Tarak told you Sea Grue caves are, you can see that the high tide has submerged the bottom of these steps, but you can see through a sort of brilliant glowing bioluminescent
There's just an episode of Mr. Bean where there's a beach that is it's in England. It's probably at the bottom of 1,000 steps.
Yeah, this is like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's a blind guy.
Mr.
Yes,
Bean,
this is a Mr. Bean
Pizza
one-shot.
is going to go and have an adventure in the beach, and we'll see how it goes.
Uneventful.
Yeah.
What is it? So we can still go into the
You
cave.
can
but it's
you
kind
can
of
you can sort of see where you need to go because of this bioluminescent glow of the cavern, but you will have to. It'll be a shallow dive. Tarek did tell you that this might happen, and he says that the water clears up eventually. You'll be able to, but at high tide, the entry can be flooded. So you're gonna have to swim if you want because you don't have a boat.
All right.
Can I sneaky swim?
Can you sneaky swim?
Can I sneaky
Yeah,
swim?
yeah, you can sneaky swim. You can never sneak because you wear chainmail. You also wear chainmail, am I right?
I'm just going to take my staff off and put it on top of my shield so I don't get it wet. So
Oh, yeah, you're just going to go on your long johns?
Yeah.
I assume that's what Roast Rider wears underneath his
he has he doesn't. He just chafes against
Oh, it's just all callous. It's all
Oh,
callous.
that
It's
would
all
kill.
dwarven callous.
Oh, that would
So
turn
he's
so
gonna do it.
bad.
He's gonna do it in the nude. Holding his shield.
Yeah, always. I just don't like to wear wet clothes, so I'd much prefer just to be completely nude, and then I'll change when I get in there. Is that okay with everybody?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna get cold because I've slathered myself up in lard.
No, I pre-larded this morning.
So wait, so we can't swim with chainmail?
No, you're gonna have to take your chainmail off if you want.
Wouldn't it just sink you?
Well, exactly. It would probably kill you.
Yeah,
Right.
but we just walk across.
Could I wait till the tide?
Oh, if you want to wait till you'll have to wait until after dark. The tide starts to go in again at midnight.
But he's gonna get us fucking dark zombies or something.
What if
We do
we
zombies either way.
make a boat out of something? Could my parrot fly it down, or was the parrot not strong?
Could your
enough?
parrot? Look, no, ask me the question again.
Could the
Sorry.
parrot fly my chainmail down?
Yeah.
If I take my chainmail off?
So you're gonna take your chainmail off. You're gonna give it to the parrot.
The parrot, yeah. I don't want
You swim.
and then the parrot can fly
Parrot
down.
flies the chainmail over.
Would the parrot be strong enough, do you think?
I'll let the parrot roll. So you can. Why don't you swim there, and then we'll see if the parrot can bring it to you. Or do you
I
want to
like
run
this
some
time.
some experiments first?
It's tight. I'll run a test on the gland.
Okay. Tell me the parameters of your
I'll
experiment.
see if the
Excuse me, would you help me disrobe, please, Mr. Pizza?
With pleasure.
You're
what do
used to having a squire.
Unzip my chainmail, please, from the back. I can't quite reach the middle back
Right,
of
and
the zipper.
I do it. Why do you have a zipper on your chain?
It's actually got three. It's got three zippers. It opens like a banana.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was laughing so much I
Human.
couldn't say.
and then I'm gonna say to what was his name?
A Dennis Fluid.
Dennis.
It's just Dungeon Master brain. You got to remember them all.
Dennis Flew the Mint Parrot, would you please, the Mint Macaw, would you please try and fly this chainmail from here to the end of that tree and back?
It flutters up and lands on your wrist. You're gonna give it some armor.
Yes.
What do you give it?
Give it the gosh, I don't know.
Do you want to give it your gauntlets?
A gauntlet maybe.
All right,
yeah.
you grab
Birds are so light.
You grab a gauntlet, you hook it over its beak, and you hold. He
Crush
looks
it
at
to
you.
death.
You hold Dennis Fluid over the side of the steps.
No, that's not it. It's from here to the tree and back.
Don't kill him! Don't kill him!
It was
Don't kill him!
no. It was from here to the tree. From here to the tree and
There's
back.
a little splash.
No, Dennis! I'm jumping after Dennis.
No,
Is he dead?
No.
I think I just killed a bird.
No! Is he
You gonna
dead?
dive in?
I'm gonna dive
Make an
in.
athletics check for me.
Okay. Where's my athletics?
Athletics.
Oh,
Minus
minus
one.
one. Fuck.
Gentlemen, I would like to apologize for
15.
killing that bird.
Mr. Pizza dives over the side of the steps, racing after the parrot and the gauntlets, and then sort of spluttering emerges, holding Dennis triumphantly with one hand and the gauntlets tied together with the other, and sort of scrabbles back up onto the steps.
Okay, great. And I'm okay?
Yeah. Meanwhile, what are the rest of you doing?
So I'm putting my stuff.
Oh, you're nude.
Upside down in my on my shield and floating in.
There's still space for also all of. No.
And also, really
There's no
quickly,
space,
there's
sorry.
no space. And I'm just going to really quickly say,
Now you need to be more careful with your things.
and I give them back.
I'm
Very
sorry
wet
about
parrot.
that. I thought I pointed to the tree. Turns out I pointed to the moon. And this dang bird fell to the side of the cliff.
So are you going to do the same thing? You're going to try and float your.
Yeah, I'll try and float my stuff.
All right, so the two of you are at the back, floating shields. Underneath, you wear fine clothes, which are quickly sodden and wet.
They're fine.
You're naked.
Oh, look at your stuff. It's all sodden and wet. Disgusting. Look at yourself.
Got a nice toasty breastplate to put on when you get back.
Oh, I can see your nips poking out behind those silken clothes. You. Whoa.
No, that's actually a skin condition I have. Diamond nipple. My nipples are so hard 24/7. You could. You could do a lot of things with them.
You can use them to cut a hole in a window.
You could. I use them as glass cutters every time I try and rob a museum.
Is there something you do often?
Rob a museum?
Right.
Yes, as well as being a as well as being a paladin, I'm also a cat
So
burglar.
a paladin of Bahamut, dedicated to the light, the laws of good and justice, lawful good.
And as a result, I've been robbing these museums that have been taking property from other countries. like the British Museum, I've actually taken back the Elgin marbles to either Greece or Turkey, wherever they originated from.
Roll the dice, here you go. And if they're not yours, give them to the other one.
Now, this armor set looks kind of Chinese. I'm not sure it's from here, so I'll leave it on the border of here and, I guess, Korea, and you guys can work it out, okay?
So well-meaning. So, you're floating in slowly, which means, I suppose, that Wetwell and Mr. Pizza,
Can I run so fast that I don't break the tension of the water and get over there?
make a roll for me. Make a dexterity check.
Dexterity?
Like you're gonna try and skin yourself across the
Yeah,
across the water?
basically.
DC 50.
What?
Okay.
It's a 5.
Yeah. No, you can't.
Well, then can Wetwell like skim me like a rock across the water? I'll go so flat and round as I can.
Like a pizza?
I'm
Like a
always
pizza.
going to base the rolls on the likelihood that a level 1 character is able to do it.
Okay.
So you want him to skip you like a stone. He is proficient at skipping stones.
Yeah, I know because you mentioned it at the start. I listened to you, Dave.
You're a small halfling of indeterminate size and gender.
I'm stone shaped.
Are you?
I've seen a stone that looks like a guy.
Do you want to throw?
Could anything bad happen to me?
No, not to you.
No, let's roll, baby.
For me.
Where's it for dexterity? So it's plus 3.
Good streak,
Oh,
isn't it?
23.
Ooh,
Yeah, and
that's
also
a
I'm
nat 20,
gonna,
baby.
and I'm gonna
That's
roll
a
my
natural
legs
20.
up so that my butt is kind of the only thing that touches the water and kind of skip
It
across.
might get up there.
Okay, you know what?
That's okay.
You rolled a natural.
Have you ever done a water slide? And then you get out the end, you try and pull your underwear or swimming costume out of your ass cheeks.
What are you possibly looking at? I was like, what do I do?
No.
Dickhead rolls 20.
You rolled a natural 20, which means that you improbably skip once. You sort of tuck yourself.
Once.
Once is good when you're skipping a small person. You don't think that's good? That would win awards.
All right,
I
but
don't think it would.
but I thought it was because my butthole's so bouncy I could go across.
My butthole so bouncy. It's like the start of like a weird like.
Def Jam set, yeah.
We have fun. All right.
You're only gonna let me skip one.
No, but I'm gonna say because you rolled a 20. Oh shit, these aren't the right characters. Fuck. No, this is Bonky Conk, Bobo Fantastic. These are different characters.
Monkey Kong.
That was that was Bonky Konk was
Dave
Mark.
plays an erotic game of
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons.
And I will
with us.
thank you. For,
Bonky Konk was I think
Monkey Kong
Mark.
and the Twisted
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
I was Bobo Fantastic.
Mr. Harmon, I'd like to inquire about your erotic game.
No, I'm just desperately trying.
What's the buy-in, sir?
Is this like a gambling vibe I'm getting from like a weird casino guy? It's got an Indiana Jones feel
He's
to
like,
him.
I think I'm just playing him like just villainous industrialists.
Yeah,
Like his casinos and
Got
oil.
a big
and,
white fedora. He wears a coat, but over his shoulders, kind of
Like
vibe.
Doug Dimmadome.
Like-
You know Doug Dimmadome?
Yeah, like
Owner of the Dimmadome.
Hat? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
Ladies and gentlemen of the game, I have $30,000 in unmarked bills, and I plan to play some erotic Dungeons and Dragons.
Dave,
Yes.
have you ever been water skiing though?
Have you ever
Have you ever been water skiing or like kneeboarding? Because
Kneeboarding's not a thing, but
when-
It is. Thank you
yes,
very
it
much.
fucking
You've been
is.
independent with Panthers?
but like you put your knees on little water skis.
No, it's
No,
like a
it's
kick,
a
it's like
board.
a boogie. It's like
I
a
said
boogie board.
kneeboarding.
with
Did I
strap.
say knee skiing,
Do you
Dave?
mean you're talking about surfing? We call it
No,
surfing.
Dave,
You are-
Dave,
so you are
Dave.
making
You don't know
such-
enough about sports to.
You don't. You
Oh,
don't.
idiots.
Really
Idiots.
I think that's
Idiots.
probably a color that Dave would know.
probably
you
a
know how
colour?
you know how you might know about it, Dave.
Yeah.
In the Disney animated cartoon,
Go on.
and it has Baloo the Bear, but he's a pilot.
Yeah.
What's that one called?
That's
Tailspin.
Tailspin.
Yeah.
You know how they fly out of the plane? That's kind of like a kneeboard. Those glidery things they have that
Yeah,
they.
the thing that he's standing on? That's a knee one.
Well, I mean, you've been nearly.
Do you mean
on
like
it.
that?
It's the same
The kind of way the.
It's like a kickboard with a strap that you put your
Yeah.
knees
A
in.
You put your,
kickboard.
you scrap your knees.
scrap your- what do you
scrap
scrap?
your
What do you
knees-
scrap, Timmy?
You scrap your knees into the gourd.
Yeah. Blood starts coming out of his ear.
No, you strap your knees to a board and then you like it's basically the same as water skiing except you're on a board on your knees.
Yes.
And when you
skid, that's what happens to you. You skid across the water.
yes, but when you come off of it,
Yeah.
like if you look, cunt.
Oh, he's on his knees.
I'm gonna say, in Dave's defence, that looks dumb.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Does he really need to wear it? Yeah.
Because it's not. You don't have to.
I don't believe that you wouldn't enjoy that Tom Cardy.
It's
I
so
think you would.
fun. You would love it.
I think if we got you on a kneeboard and like fanging around like the harbour or
Look at this
whatever.
guy. He's having fun.
Would I
It's
enjoy,
really
would I
fun.
enjoy it if you got me on a kneeboard?
I think you'd get a rash.
I think
I don't get many rashes.
Don't you?
No,
You seem
I've
like
seen
a
not
as
rash
many
guy.
as you think.
Dave, I've seen you on some really gentle rides, and I don't think you deal.
like to do the ones that go side to side.
Yeah.
I don't
The
think
issue
you'd
with this
enjoy,
is joints because it's being pulled along by your arm.
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
really
that's
gotta-
Too much.
I feel like you're
I'm
a water
just
sports
saying.
guy, though, Cardi.
Yeah, he loves to be pissed on by everyone.
No, but I feel like because you grew
Like
up
water
in
sports,
in the beachside suburbs and stuff. Did you?
Yeah, I used to do nippers.
Are you
Oh,
a boat guy at all?
No, certainly not a boat guy.
Oh,
Can I say what happens to Demi when she
I
goes
was,
through?
I was trying to make
Skips once.
I was trying to make my point
Okay.
that when you wipe out on like a kneeboard, if it's in a particularly strange way, which I've done a lot, you can
Why
like
do you have so much kneeboarding?
because it's fun
For where?
in a river.
In the bath.
I used to go with my family to kneeboard. We had a
Did you say family?
yeah, I did.
Fabulous.
I went with my family to kneeboard, and we would go in the river. We had a really shitty boat that we would like kneeboard behind, and one time I touched a dolphin's face, and it really, really upset me.
The dolphin looked at you and said, I'll remember that.
I'll fucking
In
remember
English,
you.
eye to eye, and then swam away.
Nobody believes it. But yeah, I've kneeboarded a bunch, and sometimes
You're gonna be lying in hospital,
Yeah.
like when you're like 80,
Yeah.
and then like
you just hear
the
clap,
dolphin's
clap,
gonna come
clap,
in
clap.
with a coat, and he's just gonna put his finger
Yeah.
on the IV and just like choke
Yeah.
up your drugs.
Yeah. Anyway, when you wipe out, sometimes you skid quite far across the water, like on your hiney or on your knees. Yeah, and I think that it would be a similar thing. If we do like a run up and kind of like a fucking like vigorous push, I could skip the whole way across.
I reckon
Okay.
it would be like holding limbs and like swinging around like a hammer throw.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
maybe
Miss
Demi
Crunch
can
Point.
land, but she's sorry, maybe Mr. Pizza can land, but they're really dizzy on the other side.
Or
I was
the
gonna say
direction
that
of where it goes.
This is a cavern that goes underwater, so if you can go far enough, you're just going to fucking body check
Oh,
yourself
so you
against.
can't. You have to go underwater to get in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well that wasn't
That wasn't made clear.
Well,
At
otherwise I
all.
wouldn't have
No,
put my
he
stuff.
did say that. He said there was a shallow dive. Sorry,
Yeah,
I am sucking ass a little bit, but he did say that. I
But I
know
thought,
different.
Tom's paying attention and he's getting the fucking shits with all.
I thought that it was stairs that I thought it was stairs that went up, but
Wrong.
there was
But they went down.
Well, they go both up and
Yeah,
down, I guess.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Let's go
let's
both
just play
ways,
the game.
cunt.
I've thrown Demi into a wall. And apparently I did 20, so I threw it very hard.
The point that I'm trying to make is you did very well, and so you do, as I said, a skip, and then you clear the water, and from your vision you can see that just hiding on in the cavern at the top of where the water goes underneath the sort of rocky ceiling, there is rocky ceiling.
Rocky?
The rocky.
Rockish.
I need to
Rocky?
finish. I
Rockish.
need to finish this.
Kind of like
I
rockish.
need to finish this description.
okay.
I'm going to have a stroke
ahead.
if I keep this idea in my head for
Do
much
it.
longer.
I don't know what Rocky is.
So, on top of the rocky ceiling, you can see that there's a dark shape that you recognize means you harm. Instinctively, you pull out, I want to say, your daggers or something.
I
Your
pull out-
longbow.
No, not longbow. I don't have a longbow. I have a short bow. No, my daggers.
You daggers, and you use the momentum of the throw to dive into it, dislodging it from its hiding place,
Mm-hmm.
saving the rest of them because they were all about to be ambushed by it. You can make a quick attack for me now.
Okay,
if you want.
I'm doing kind of like so. Wait, is it at? It's hiding like up on the roof.
It's
or-
it's hiding in the shadows of the rocky outcrop.
Okay, well then, if I can, I want to be like slashing its the bottom of it
it's
with,
underbelly. Yeah, go
with
for it.
both my stuff. 14 plus
That
what?
14 will hit regardless.
Oh, okay, well I want that.
Yep, great. He wasn't expecting you at all because you were thrown at a great speed. So this is a sneak attack.
Okay.
So you can roll that and then that.
Oh, and just this is the total of it.
Damage?
Sorry, no,
damage?
that and a D4. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's 2 and 4.
6. All right. Plus 2 is 8. Do 8 points of damage as it dislodges.
Say, dude, 8 points.
You dude 8 points of damage.
Dude, that's 8 points of damage, right?
Really quick, Dave, can I ask, did I see it before I hit the water?
No, you only
You
when
were
you
in the
crested the
water.
water because you skipped.
It's pretty cool what you did.
Oh! Okay, so I'm on the other side now. Or what?
You dive into the water.
Yeah.
At the end of it.
But after I attack that guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Gravity brings you down.
Yeah, I know, but when did I see it, motherfucker? This is what I'm asking.
After you skipped.
Okay, well then when...
Wait, he's on the outside? Or
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. When I skip, I see the guy and I go, there's a guy! And then I slash it and then I go underwater.
Because, momentum means that you sort of have to carry along with
Exactly, but I'm just saying I'm telling those guys.
Oh, there's a guy.
I yell, there's a guy.
it. Yes, yeah, that's right.
Just to be perfectly clear, there's no point to us having floated our stuff out because there's no way to get it out and under without getting it wet.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because that's what I was.
See, this is why we were confused.
Yeah. This is a very confusing geometry. So let's... You know what?
Maybe time's passed and the water's gone down. Maybe.
Yeah, we've argued about the skip so long.
There's probably this much space.
Yeah, there's that much
Like
space.
that much space for like a shield to
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, do we know that now this motherfucker's fucking our friend?
Well, yes, because... Yes, because your friend has attacked it, and Wetwell, you're the first one up. You're also the closest up because you were sneaking through the water. Actually, make for me.
Sneaking through the water.
If you adjust
A reference to something?
Stealth?
at neck level. So do you want to swim in to get there?
I want to longbow it. I'm not going right up close. I just want to.
How deep is the water?
The water.
Oh, can I show you?
Oh, actually,
Just like egg beaters, like
I would
water
say
polo
for
stuff.
you, the dwarf, it goes up to about chin height.
How much taller is Simon's taller than me, right?
Just a wee bit.
Yeah, a wee bit, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to know. I don't know the scale.
These two are going to have to duck under, probably get under the water to get there. But you're still, so yeah, it's only going up to about your nipples.
I just want to ask something.
That's like, chest.
How does water go? When you shoot stuff in water in Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
what is it? Just hitting the water and then floating back up, like sadly?
I would suggest, yeah. So it's up at the top of the water, but it'll be hard for you to fire it in the water.
Stabbing time. I get you, Dave. That's a one.
Stab in time.
Well, splashes forward and starts slashing at it, but misses. Mr. Pizza, you've already had your action. Bing Chrysler.
So can I get onto a ledge or something and wait for it, or is we all doing aquatic combat?
You are sort of currently dressed in fine clothes with a shield over your head with your armor.
So I guess I want to go inside the cavern.
Yeah.
Is that where everyone else is?
It's between you and... Oh my god, I'm going to have to draw this. So if you go through the tunnel, presumably there is...
Yeah, I'll go through the tunnel then.
Did it not fall when I slashed
into the water, yeah. So you're going to race past it? Yes.
Oh, it's in the water now. Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you can see now it looks like an octopus, but it's got kind of weird spores and stuff all over it. Right, so you're going to race past it?
Yep.
All right, it slashes at you as you go past, trying to grab you with its tentacles. It rolls a 23, which I think means it does grab you. Make a strength check for me.
10 plus strength is 13.
All right, it grabs you and it pulls you under as Bing's shield drops and Bing falls under the water into the murky dark, and ink goes everywhere, obscuring him. Next one up is Hamheart.
Okay, I'm going to dive after him, grab my hand axe, and just swim after him. And do I have to do a perception check?
Athletics check.
Athletics check.
First of all, to get to the water.
Okay, that's a
You just need 10.
7 plus 4. There we go, 11.
All right,
Great.
well done.
And then can I reach out and grab? Should I do
No,
like
just
a
attack with
perception?
disadvantage because you can't see.
Okay. It's a 19 or a
16. Yeah, okay, great. You hit him.
Okay, so that's that's 6 damage.
6 points of damage. There's a sort of squawk, and you can hear coming from the beak of the weird octopus. It sort of falls backwards, and Bing Chrysler emerges, gasping for air. But you're free, Hing, for your next move as well.
Is the octopus dead now?
No. It's spinning around and it's attacking all of you. It makes an attack
Spinning around.
first of all at Bing, but misses, and then
Here's an
Octopus attacking the party.
You rolled a critical 1, Dave.
I rolled a 3 and a 7. That's a 7.
It was a 1 before. Saw it.
Which means,
Give me that.
and let's not forget that Hamheart is nude when he attacks as well. So there's like lard in the water now and ink in the water. It's all just doing a mess.
Blood in the water.
Oh my god, Mr. Pizza.
I really guy. Okay, so how far away am I?
You're fighting it. You're right. You remember you dived after it into it.
So I'm like really close to it then.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
hack away at its soft underbelly.
Yeah, I'll fuck at it.
Mr. Pizza unfurls his...
Alright. I really kind of only have my dagger and stuff.
So your main thing with as a rogue is as long as it can't see you or you're attacking it from behind,
It's bigger
you'll get
than me
sneak
though, right?
attacks.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you can move through it.
You can move through the
past it.
space of any creature that is of a size larger than
Yeah,
yours.
so you're not having any trouble at all fighting it in the water
Okay,
with it.
so then can I sort of like dodge behind it while it's distracted
Definitely.
with Bing, and then just fuck at it?
Yeah, you want to fuck at it? Make
Yeah.
an attack?
Okay.
With advantage.
With, and what am I... That's just straight up.
2 dice and whichever's the highest. Don't worry about the other one
Okay.
because that hits. Unless you want to see if you get a crit.
Yeah, I want to see.
It's like
No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
drops of anything.
6, 1.
1 plus 2 is
plus 3.
plus 3, sorry, is 10 points of damage. All right, the spore servant octopus is looking very injured now as Mr. Pizza is just going at it. You're going to run out of air eventually, but for now you're having the time of your life
Yeah,
down there
and
in the water.
I yell,
Eat bean.
Eat bean.
so I wanted like a cool thing.
Eat bean. That's it.
Eat bean.
Eat bean. Okay, great. Wet well.
Would you? The
I'm
first one I
going
was going to
there.
do was flick the bean, so like don't.
No, happy.
It's great sword stabbing time. I got a plus 3 is 11.
11. All right, you attack it and you hit it this time.
Hell yeah. 2 of these. 4 plus 5 plus 1. 6.
All right. 4 plus 5 plus 1
Oh, no.
is 10.
Yeah. no, sorry. I mean 4. I plus that. I did the maths that I said out loud for me.
Oh, okay.
So just 5 plus 1, which is 6, I'd say.
All right, great. It's now very, very bloody. 2 of its arms have been hacked off as it's still trying to get its tentacles around Bing Chrysler and drag him into the water. But Bing, you can react first.
I will take my javelin in close quarters, and because it's within 5 feet, because it's kind of grabbing me, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna jam it into its mouth, I guess, or brain, a mouth brain.
Oh, okay.
Jam it in its mouth brain.
Mouth brain, yeah.
Different parts of the octopus
We just call
body
it
have-
tongue.
Yeah, I guess
my mouth
I'll try and go
brain.
into the mouth, and then through the mouth into the brain, I guess.
This is kind of like a mouth butt cleave kind of situation.
The most delicate meat in the octopus is its sweet lips.
Oh,
Yeah.
19 plus 5 is 24. Does that
Oh,
hit?
yeah, that hits.
Mamma mia.
It sucks, but it hits.
What a juicy turn of phrase.
2 plus, what's that, a 4?
That's a
6
4.
damage.
6 damage. All right, it's very, very close to dead now. It's squeaking pitifully as sort of Bing is just sort of levering a javelin in further and further
Oh,
into its mouth.
fuck's sake.
It
I'm
sucks.
trying to put you on a skewer, son.
Well, a very nude, very angry dwarf barrels into it.
I'm going to hack its dome.
Yep, with the hand axe again.
Yeah. That's a 10.
A 10 will not hit. You
Not hit,
attack
okay.
and miss. Turns around and attacks you, and it hits you.
No.
By you I mean Roast Rider. Very,
yeah,
very
I know. I was
naked.
saying no. That's my
Roast,
friend.
Roast Rider, you take 5 points of damage. How much life you got?
11.
All right. Well, Mr. Pizza, you get another slash.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a fuck slash. Fuck him, I want to slash it.
Go for it.
All right. I can't think of anything like to help my.
You were
slash,
just-
so I'm
you can
doing
just keep
I'm
cutting
just
into it.
fucking it.
No.
Ah,
That's a
tits.
2 negative advantage.
Why do I have advantage?
Because it's
I
currently.
jammed a javelin into its
Okay.
soft lips.
8.
All right, 8 plus.
Fuck's sake.
No, 8 plus for your dagger, which is plus 5. So that's.
Oh.
13.
Oh yeah. Okay.
13.
13. I don't know. Does that hit it?
It does hit it.
Oh
Yeah.
okay. Scrambles fucking brains, my dagger.
Make roll these dice again.
Okay. Oh wait, these two or these two?
Those 2, yeah.
2
You can roll them all
and
at the
a
same
1.
time. All right.
I want to, but I want to see because then I can do the maths really quickly, even though it's only little numbers.
Okay, fair enough. 5 points of damage. It's still there, but it's very, very dead. Wetwell, you're now close enough to sort of kiss it.
Yeah, it's time to kiss that octopus.
Kiss!
That
Push.
Oh, Simon!
I assumed we were all on the same
10,
page.
11.
All right. And as the group chants kiss that octopus, Wetwell
Except for...
Except for
gets real close in there, grabs his great sword, and with the beak of the octopus leave it open by the javelin, is just
Use
able.
my hilt again just to.
You're gonna pummel
gotta
that
do the
now?
sword
Shit.
backwards.
Yeah,
You're gonna
pummel
force the
that
sword
now.
into its mouth backwards.
Yes.
I've only killed things with the back of my sword
you don't-
so far.
If you don't kill it, it will now have a sword in its mouth.
I am willing to take.
No, that kills it.
Yeah! Two for two, baby!
Yeah. This poor servant octopus explodes in a damp splat.
Okay, as I like whiz away under the water, I let out a fart in its direction.
It's, okay.
Just like a little stream of like, it's like kind of cute, but I fart on the octopus as I'm leaving.
Yeah, all right. What do you want me
I
to
just
do
wanted
with
to
this
say yes,
information?
Demi.
Yes, Demi.
Thank you.
You fart on the octopus's
Mr.
corpse.
Pizza's done that.
Yeah, it had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yes.
Does
Yes.
the octopus
Yes.
have any gold on it?
No, but you know what? Do you want to make an investigation check?
Yeah, I'd love to, Dave. Thanks so much for friggin' leading me down that one. 10 plus the thing that I have, which is 0, so it's just 10.
10. All right. Yeah, you do get the sense
Gets
that
another fucking amulet, does he, Dave?
Wow, this one's vibrating more than the first one.
there's it looks like it's got heavy sort of ink sacs built into its neck. One of them is empty because it obviously squirted ink, but there's another one.
Oh, I'll take that.
Where
You
is
can write
it?
yourself a letter.
You're going to cut it off?
Yep, I cut it off with
make yourself a
the
nice
back of my sword.
Make yourself a nice risotto with that.
Yeah.
Great. All right. So you have
I put that in my pouch.
Spore octopus ink. You have a bag of spore octopus
why is
ink.
it a
You
spore
can
octopus?
borrow some of that. Because I know how you like taking things from
Remember I said it has blotches of purple. It looks like it almost has mold
Excuse
growing
me.
on it. It actually looked like it was in pain when you were fighting it.
Oh, Jesus, so it was sick.
Yeah,
Are we
definitely.
sick?
Do you want to check yourself to see if you
Yeah,
have
I want to
mold?
fucking check myself whether I got mold.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Anyone else who wants to can do
+2.
this?
But
9.
You're not sure. You sort of, except you get
14,
advantage because
15.
you're of course naked.
Advantage to what?
To your searching.
Oh, 15.
Yeah.
I
well,
rolled 14.
You were covered in protective lard.
Yeah.
No, it seems for now that none of you guys have these spores, but now that you're paying hyper attention, the air around this tiny little area in the dive point of the pool is sort of foul, and it smells like
it's because you fart.
blue cheese. It's got a kind of moldy taint to it.
Pull my
Well, I'm-
beard over my face.
Yeah.
And tie it around the back.
I'm gonna light a torch to sort of illuminate.
You are going to blow us up.
Okay.
Also, I'm just going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Yeah, great. So you cast Cure Wounds on yourself.
I'm
You
going to walk forward doing karate stuff.
yeah, great into the dark. I say dark, but it's not actually that dark because as I said, it's bioluminescent around here. There's a glowing fungus on the walls, and there's a sort of, as you hear the torch being illuminated by Bing, the area blossoms into light. You can see a large multi-level cavern here with a pool in the back of it, with even a tiny little waterfall. And
I love that.
and the area is sort of is surrounded by kind of igneous formation rocks. They're like sort of hexagonal pillars of sort of dark black stone form.
Obsidian?
Yeah,
No, volcanic.
Volcanic rock. Yeah. And your feet, you can see what looks like rows and rows and rows, as far as you can see, of mushrooms that have been grown in pods, and there's irrigation furrows have been dug into the sort of wet mud. It looks like somebody sort of built a mushroom farm here.
Into the salty, wet mud?
Yeah. Although, like I said, there's water at the center of here. You
right.
haven't checked that
Yeah,
yet.
okay.
So, in fact, even as you look, you can see that there are figures in the distance that seem to be tending to the mushrooms. And if they've seen you yet or heard you, they haven't noticed.
I'm
And which is
gonna stop
odd because you're carrying a very bright torch.
I suspect that this water may be brackish. That means it's a bit salty, but it's a bit good as well. So that's brackish. That's the definition of brackish.
Oh.
It's like salt water mixed with like drinking water, and so it's not great to drink. It's brackish.
Could you put your pants back on?
Of course.
Are you going to sit yourself up into your banana?
Yeah.
Mr. Pizza, would you mind
Of course.
zipping up my banana
Zip
suit
up his
chainmail?
banana.
You're making yourself his
I'll zip
squire.
up my
I'm not. No,
manners.
I just like to be helpful in clothing situations
Okay, great.
because it makes me happy. Like my love language is acts of servitude. So no, I'm not a squire.
Hey, Dave, just before we go in, can I just have a look at that amulet that I really should have looked at
yeah,
before?
go
just
for it.
have a check. Just,
What, you mean we make a
I
little
just want to look
arcana
at,
check?
I just want to look at 7. Where's arcana? Just a 7.
Okay, yeah, you're sure it's magical.
I'm gonna use.
Do you want to put it on?
Fuck.
I'm gonna use divine sense, Dave.
Oh, hang on. Yeah,
I'm
as I
gonna use
go.
divine sense and just see if, as an action, you can open your senses to the presence of strong evil or powerful good. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend.
Yeah.
Or,
But I'm
no,
saying
it's not the same.
I'm
No, but
putting it on.
so your eyes glow white as you sort of say a quick prayer to Bahamut, and you close your eyes, and when they open again, they're bright white, and you suddenly sort of can see a sort of a feel. It's almost like an echolocation of the cave network.
Yes.
Very dreamlike, but still useful. And this is something that you learnt.
Is there anything powerfully good or evil, Dave?
Yeah, there is a dark presence way at the back and to the west of the caves. You get the sense that there's a very dark presence, as if something is in agony back there and angry.
It might be because drinking brackish water.
Well, I don't know about that. I find brine delicious in soups.
I put the amulet on.
Yeah.
I'm not a big city water man.
I don't think you should drink it out of the sea, but I think if you want to season a soup, that's all right.
Okay, cool. Tom, you're wearing the amulet now?
Yes.
All right, nothing's happening
You fucking
immediately.
said at the start that you were drinking seawater. You literally said that.
And that's how I learned my lesson.
Now, as I said, these little farming
It's
feet,
permanently affected my mouth.
you can see now, as your eyes are adjusting to the dim lights, are
Adjusted.
actually like little sort of 4 foot tall little mushroom figures.
What do we know about mushroom guys?
Mike and Ed's make for me a wisdom check.
Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Ed's, not Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Ike's?
Mike and Ike's.
Okay.
That's a
They were tasty
ribbled
jello
6.
beans.
A riddled 6.
Stop.
Nothing. You've never heard of Mike and Ed's before.
I am checking. 14.
Well,
Plus, what?
History? Wisdom.
Nothing. Plus nothing. 15.
Yeah. So you just know that they're little mushroom creatures, but you
Little
haven't
guys.
seen them before. You don't know much of them about them. Did you get anything?
No.
No. Nothing. They don't look particularly dangerous. These ones are quite small. You can see bigger ones in the,
Whoa,
in the
He's been
distance.
dealing with them for ages. They just haven't been.
Wetwell,
Yeah.
what are we supposed to do with these here mushroom
Just a
heads?
conversation to understand. Tarak has been doing some business with them for many years, to my understanding. They've produced good products, so I don't think it should be any issue. We just go and have a
Okay.
conversation.
All right, excuse me, Macanids.
Oh, maybe you should not talk.
My name is Bing Krasler. I'm a businessman of sorts.
Mr.
I've
Pizza and anyone else.
worked in various industries, including legal and illegal gambling and the pollution of various national parks.
Walking up to one of them.
Yeah.
Right. it's-
You're walking up to these people who are tending a delicate ecosystem of mushrooms and saying,
Stop,
I'm
stop.
Mr. Pollution.
are these like the dozers in Fraggle Rock? Is
They're
that kind
like,
of like
they're like little toad
like this guy?
stool people. They've got kind of like toadstool hats. Like I said, it's
but how big?
Hats or heads?
heads.
Oh.
They
Yeah.
are little toads.
They're little like they're little toads from
Yeah.
Mario. Yeah.
Voiced by King.
Now, my associate, back in the, I guess what you might call the.
So you're looking at two of them, and they look very scared. And one of them looks up at you, and he's wearing little coveralls with sort of one sling undone.
My associate back in the monastery, his name is Tarak. You might remember him. He's been dealing with you fine folk for a while, and I think that maybe this business relationship has hit something of an impasse.
What the heck?
Oh, can I be the other one?
Yeah.
What do they speak? What
That's what
language is it?
That's what
What language
It's
is
not a
this?
language that.
I don't speak Chinese.
One of them suddenly turns and looks at you as if he's about to say something, and then he shrinks back in fear and taps the other one, and the two of them start backing away from you as if they're terrified of you.
You don't need to be afraid of me. I'm a businessman. I'm here to do a deal.
Make a perception check.
She's standing right behind me.
That's a nat 20.
All right, you suddenly, with a sense of self-preservation that we have not yet seen from this character, you get the sense suddenly that there's something behind you that they're scared of. You turn around very slowly, and you can see that one of the mushroom pods, and so a lot of them look very sickened, like the mushrooms are dying. A lot of them are dead. This one is covered in purple moldy spores, and it's broken, like a big clump of mushrooms has actually broken free from the pod and is sort of rolling like slime towards you. And as you watch it, a little tendril of mushroomy matter is inching its way, about to curl its way around your leg.
I will step back from that.
Yeah.
I will. Does this give off evil vibes, Dave?
No, it gives off plant-like vibes, but it looks rotten and sort of decaying. It's not a mic in it, but it talks apparently. Take a step back quickly. What are you going to do? I need your answer.
I guess I guess I'll use my axe to cut off the tendril that's coming towards me.
Make an attack quickly.
18 plus
18 will
5
hit.
is 23.
Yeah.
Where's that dice? Here we go. That's 8 plus 3 is 11 damage.
All right, 11 points of damage is enough. It bursts into moldy spores and sort of rotten mushroom, and all of the two myconids shriek and they run away. As they do, because
I enjoyed your duck.
And as your sort of hands on the hilt of your axe, you release your hands on your axe and you step back slowly because you realize that it has broken open the pod and more of this violet fungus is creeping out. And for the first time, all of you stop and look as you hold your torch high, and you can see brackish pods all around you, dotted on the floor, each of them full of more of this weeping purple fungus that is starting to pour out, because it seems that here, deep in the caves underneath Stormwreck Isle, you will have your baptism of fire, and by fire I mean wet mushroom. 4 have answered the call: a sometimes naked dwarf, I want to say French man who is an
Is
elf.
that France?
I don't know, and a racist industrialist,
He's
and
not racist, he's just unsure about these chunks.
and of course, Mr. Bean with a knife. Yes, the character of Mr. Bean. If Mr. Bean had a knife, will they be enough to save this land, bring Tarek the mushroom he seeks, and perhaps even undo the curse in Stormwreck Isle? To find out, tune in next week for the next exciting installment of Dragon Friends of Stormwreck Isle. Thank you.
Yeah.